At a fast food restaurant, a skinny blonde teen named Jack orders a regular burger. But when he gets to the kitchen, the robot cook accidentally gives him a test burger that was secretly being developed for the robot army. As Jack takes a bite, his muscles grow insanely huge and his eyes start blinking like lasers. He unintentionally enters fight mode and starts throwing fries at the customers like ninja stars. One of the customers, Milo, is a short, chubby guy wearing a duck cap. He fights back by grabbing the cheese sauce machine and using it like a flamethrower. A full-blown war breaks out inside the restaurant. Kitchen tools turn into weapons, pot lids become shields. A blender is used as a flying drone, and the juice bucket becomes a helmet in the corner. Tina, who has blue hair in a bun and thick glasses, a worker, watches and laughs maniacally. She presses a hidden button on the back wall. This activates automatic defense mode, and the giant burger statue in the center of the restaurant transforms into a massive robot yelling, "Eat in peace or else." The battle rages on. Jack and Milo are forced to team up. Jack rides a giant blender while Milo squirts creamy sauce into the robot's eyes. After a messy and wild battle, the robot explodes in a storm of pickles and tomatoes. At the end, the restaurant falls silent. The only sound is the ticking of the clock above the fry station. Suddenly, a tiny mouse wearing an apron walks in. He's holding a receipt that says, "Second order ready." Once upon a time in a crazy world, there was a skinny blonde teen named Jack who went to a fast food restaurant and ordered a regular burger. But when he got it, something was weird. It wasn't even made by a human. It was cooked by a robot. And because of a secret government experiment, this was no ordinary burger. It was a test burger made for the robot army, and Jack took one bite. Suddenly, his muscles grew insanely huge, and his eyes started blinking like lasers. He entered fight mode without even knowing it, and started throwing fries at the customers like a hungry, angry ninja. One of them was a short, chubby guy wearing a duck cap named Milo. He was taking a bite out of his burger when a fry smacked right into his face. "Hey!" he yelled, grabbing the cheese sauce machine and using it like a flamethrower. "Get him, cheesy boy!" And so began the wildest war in the history of fast food. Customers and workers alike grabbed whatever they could as weapons. A woman with pink hair and a nose ring swung a ketchup bottle like a baseball bat. An old man used a plate as a shield. And in the corner, Tina, who had blue hair in a bun and thick glasses, watched and laughed maniacally. She pressed a hidden button on the back wall, and the giant burger statue on the roof transformed into a massive robot yelling, "Eat in peace, or else!" It stomped toward the customers, spraying them with mustard and ketchup, and scooped up a woman in its giant metal spatula. Then it turned to Milo and Jack, who were both covered in burger meat and sauce. "Foolish organics, you cannot defeat me." But before it could attack, Milo squirted a creamy sauce into its eyes. "Ow!" yelled the robot, momentarily stunned. "Quick, Jack, now's your chance." Jack rode a giant blender that was being piloted by a tiny mouse in a chef's hat. They dodged the robot's attacks as Milo hung on for dear life. Finally, Jack got close enough to stick a fork into the robot's eye. But as he did, the robot grabbed his leg and threw him off. Blender flew away, crashing through the window and leaving Jack and Milo in a pile of broken glass. The robot was about to deliver the killing blow when suddenly, "Gleep gloop," a tiny voice said. Startled, the robot looked down and saw a mouse wearing an apron holding a receipt that said, "Second order, ready?" And as the robot stared at the mouse, the entire restaurant fell silent. The end.